Miami has a Dolphins, the greatest football team.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. For the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Myers throwing on 4th down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less. They do exactly what we saw there.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Johnson. This pass out wide to Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Pass or stick. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals.
And now they'll shift things around.
Lions. Let go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. The Jets at 8-7. Game over 500 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
2nd and 10.
Go.
Off the play fake. Johnson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Miami defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw here. They set up the screen. Achane has it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Dolphin first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll get it inside the 20. And bulldozing his way through. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Buffalo 18. Let's go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Back-to-back completions here to Freeman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
18, Rattler, 18. Here we go, here we go. Count.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Brian Thomas, career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list. And the Jets are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Jets 7.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems, because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Myers now from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 4. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and
6. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Set.
Back to throw. Johnson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games.
There he goes, left side. Breece Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, 74 yards. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
To throw is Myers from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And this one complete to Smith.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Johnson. Pass complete. Finds Thomas. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the Dolphins' 40-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19, hurt.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Johnson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready.
Straight ahead is Hall. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Start. Hup. Hup.
Operating from the gun. Johnson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. Touchdown, Jets! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down, Miami.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. Open man here is Foster. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Football. And this is picked up by the... And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jets, 21.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Johnson. And that is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
1st down.
A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory.
80. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Let's go.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now a 3rd and 6. Now this time he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now back to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, when you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now he's going to step up and run. Back-to-back completions here to Freeman. Still on his feet. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Set it. Viking 18. Cup 19. Warriors 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
Back to throw. Johnson. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Cougar 19.
They'll run with Hall. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Stephanie! Dragon 60! Let's go!
Johnson now. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And caught by Thomas for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him and Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Fitzgerald now for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
It's the score, Dolphins 49, Jets 35. Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A quick throw there is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Out of the gun, here's a give at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Second and 10.
Here we go, set.
Now a handoff up the middle. Warner. And he'll go down at the 28. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running right, here's Achane. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Ready up.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Go. 70 Lions.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
19
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On the ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good for a Jets.
Viking 18.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Viking 18. Let's go.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he lost the football. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Off play action. Johnson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They throw it out right complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And they'll try to squeeze in 1 more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
A toss left side for Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a two-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 6.
A run straight ahead with H.M. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
No time to shine. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Achane diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
Ready, set.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Check match. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brian Thomas, 87 yards. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Dolphins 63, Jets 29.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Cowboy 80. Go.
They'll set up a throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Dolphins, they avoid that 10th loss and move to 7-9 on the year. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.